All right, we're live, and this is a mystery hour, and it's
Friday the 19th, 11:20.
we don't get spooked till 12 when the witching hour comes in. So, anything interesting happening?
Haunted house, remember?
Yeah, well, you.
We heard it was abandoned, and someone said it was haunted, so we decided to go in and check it out for ourselves. Mind you, we didn't have the equipment, so we had to, like, cell phones.
Walk around with a candle.
Yeah, that too. Candle, cell phones to get the if there was any noises or something like
Flashlights.
that. Yeah. We had to come up with our own crap.
I gotta stop with the sign because I'm not sure what they mean, and I don't want it to mean something else.
We had to come up with our own crap, and she's making up signs.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll keep my hands to myself.
So yeah, it wasn't very, very great equipment, but we managed.
Yeah, but they were mentioning all the racket that we're hearing, like chains and people walking, something walking, and voices in the night.
Giggling. There was little girls giggling.
Yeah, and voices in the night.
Yeah.
And apparently, like this tall.
Because back in
this tall gray-haired man with a top hat.
All back dressed in black. I guess back in the day when it was made, maybe a couple of years afterwards, I guess something happened to the family that was originally in the house. I think a murder happened by, I think the grandfather went psycho. I guess. I think the grandfather went psycho on them, and murder spree in the house. He wasn't never caught, but that was a while back, so he's probably not alive now. I mean, he'd probably be 140 by then.
Jesus.
But so he's not alive now. But yeah. So you have still the people that lived in there.
From the newspaper stories, when we went to the newspaper office and wanted to find out the history of the house and found out about his grandfather. I mean,
I don't know.
Do you remember what was this? Why did he go nuts and kill those family?
I don't remember.
Was it alcohol related?
Probably. I mean, he was an alcoholic. He said. Well, they said. They said he was an alcoholic, but they didn't say he was enough alcohol to go psycho. They don't know. It's just, I guess, one time, he was known in the town because he was a nice, gentle man. They didn't expect him to do it. He was all sweet and caring, helping children out and everything. And then I guess, woo! So they're not sure what happened to him, he went all of a sudden all quiet, just kept to himself.
Was his wife threatening to divorce him and take away the kids? Is
his
that
wife
one
was
of
already
the reasons?
passed before anything like that. Maybe it could have been his wife. I don't know. His wife passed away before.
Okay.
So he didn't have a wife, but he had his daughter and her family there. So.
Okay.
So his daughter had about, I think, 3 children. 2 boys and a girl.
Still not a reason to pull a stunt like that, though.
Well, they're not sure. All of a sudden, it was that he was all good, and he'd be outside waving to everyone, and all of a sudden, he just started being kept to himself, and even the family didn't know what was going on because he didn't talk, he didn't say anything.
Maybe something with depression.
Kept to himself, and one day, all of a sudden, boom! Someone came over to drop something off because they borrowed it, and they remembered to go bring it back, and boom! They found the door open, and yeah. They never caught the grandfather. Grandfather was gone. But, like I said, he's 140 now if he's still alive.
No, he probably fucked up and killed himself or something.
Never
if you're going back in times like that.
Never found him. But normally back in the time like that, they end up killing themselves. But, yeah. I don't know. They never understood why he did it. It was unexpectedly. Mystery because, you don't know what he's doing, why he did it.
Yeah, you never actually know the real reason what makes them do that.
No, because none of his family understood why he was always quiet.
Good. I would say I would pin down probably depression. That's what I see. I see depression. I figured that, that would do it. He's depressed up to a certain point where he loses it.
Yeah, well, his family tried helping and he didn't take it. So he just kept himself in his room or come out when he had to eat or sit to himself and not talk. I mean, he'd sit on the porch, but it was more like...
What's the history of the house itself, though? What's the history? Maybe the answer is not exactly in the depression. Maybe it wasn't a depression. Maybe it was something that the house had. How far back does that house go?
I think before they came in, it went back, I think, a couple of years before they moved in, that they owned it. If I remember, I think it was a young couple or old couple, one of the two that was owning it. I don't remember, but it was a couple. And I guess they both died in that house, I guess.
So the house already has a bad history.
It's me. My friend.
Okay, so the house already has a bad history.
Well, they just... Not that that's a bad history. They just
there's already
stayed in the house.
If
they didn't want to go to a hospital. They wanted to stay at home together and die.
Yeah, but if you look further than that, I'm sure, like, if we check the papers, we'll probably find out that way back, like, over hundreds of years ago, that...
Well, the man would have been 140 now, so it was a while back.
So, let's put 140, given that he might have been born there.
It was a couple of 140,
years back. Like, I would go at least, like, 200-300 years back. So, from the descriptions...
That's the only thing that they said was the fact that a young couple that I've been dating, say young or old, and a couple... well, I guess it was an old couple because they died in the house because they didn't want to go to a hospital. And they wanted to stay at home.
Yes.
And die together, so.
Sure, but I don't know. If you go back, I mean, they're like being in the time of the slaves and everything, the slavery time, and you have slave times, you have black magic times,
I can't tell you, they didn't get that much information.
Has to be. I mean, there has to be more.
I didn't get much information to that part of where the old couple died together, so I don't know.
Maybe it was a pact, like a pact. Maybe we never checked upstairs. Like usually, if there's the symbols for the black mass, maybe them dying.
No, the staircase were blocked off.
Maybe them choosing to die there.
And I wasn't climbing all over that junk just to get up there.
It's like like they're just transfer into another body, whoever comes in.
Well, whoever the fuck that was a psycho.
Yeah, well, if you're living with somebody else in your body, you probably want to go psycho too.
Well, the person that's living in the body must have been psycho, took over, and let's go psycho.
Well, if you're gonna do black mass,
but I can't tell you because it never said if they were never said what was going on. But I wasn't figuring to go upstairs and look anything because I didn't want to go over that fucking junk that was on there. I was looking at that and I was like, ugh.
I mostly checked outside, see what was outside and everything.
Yeah, she left me in the fucking house to trip over my own feet because she took off the fucking candle without
That's because the last time on the last case, you were busy checking out fingers while I was busy working on the files and everything. So this time I figured, well, yeah, she can use to going in the house, and I'll do the outside and check it out.
Couldn't see shit. She took off with the freaking candle. Well, at least the light. She had it on her arm, and she took off with it, and I was like, I had left alone with the stupid little candle that didn't fucking light shit.
Yeah,
I ended up
like it.
tripping over my fucking... I don't know what the fuck it was, but I tripped over something. God damn it.
But outside, I seen a couple of things outside that were pretty interesting, like a little shack place.
I didn't see anything. I tripped over myself.
Yeah, you check the inside. Anyway, it's your turn. So anyway, I was checking like the outside, and I seen this little shack, almost like a chicken coop, And there was some pretty weird stuff in there, like potions and shit like that. And I mean, wow, chicken feeds. I mean, there was all kinds of weird stuff.
I don't eat chicken feet, so that's
Like,
just kidding.
that's what I was telling you. Maybe you should have went upstairs in the attic because I found reason enough to believe that they were practicing. Whoever was there was practicing.
Want me to go upstairs for fuck's sakes? Why I tripped over my fucking self in the fucking house. Well, over something actually. I thought I tripped over it myself, but it was actually something. And she wants me to go up the stairs?
Yeah, because while you were playing with the fingers in the other case, I was busy checking everything. The
I
files,
stayed
the whole
downstairs and listened to if there were noises. I mean, there was giggling.
You heard giggling? That's all you heard in the house?
There was giggling. There was running back and forth, that's for sure. Little children's feet running back and forth, giggling from the children. You hear the screams from the adults.
Anyway,
After that, when I tripped over myself, I was like, "Oh God, fucking toilet, that tabak knack," and then it was quiet and nothing else. I think I scared the spirits away after that.
What the fuck is that bitch wearing? Come on now, give it a rest. you're whatever. You're bugging us, or
I scared the spirits away because I didn't hear anything after that.
Me, it was all like that blood. There was blood all over, and there was. I don't think they were killing people. I would doubt it over there. Usually on a ritual, you will. But whatever they were doing, there was no way that a body that sacrificed their fucking shit. There's no way they could have made a sacrifice.
Yeah, you gotta turn that phone away. They're fucking junk, man.
Okay, there was no way they could have made a sacrifice in that little chicken coop thing, but there was enough evidence with potions, chicken feet. I mean, they were doing some kind of ritual with animals. I mean, they were killing animals for the blood and everything.
The last people that stayed there left all their junk and didn't give a shit. Well, not all of it, but most of it. They took the beds and... Well, I didn't go upstairs to check the bedroom, but I'm pretty sure they took the beds.
But you don't know.
Yeah, I didn't go upstairs. I was like, fuck that shit. My leg hurts.
But you were supposed to investigate that house when I was investigating the outside.
Investigated enough. I fell on it. I fell freaking on it. That's what I investigated. And then I scared the spirits away, so I said, fuck it.
I bet you were swearing.
I mean, they still had like some kitchen supplies in the kitchen. They had trunks full of toys still. I mean, cute little toys, but toys still. I was gonna bring one home, but then I was like, then the spirit's gonna follow me home. So I was like, nah, no. So they had a couple of clothes still there. I think the mother was pregnant because she had. I don't think they announced it yet, but I think the mother's pregnant because she had some couple of baby clothes.
Okay.
There was a couple of baby clothes put brand new in a bag, not just bought and everything. They had a fridge.
I hope so.
No, there was a fridge left behind.
Yeah.
Mind you, when you open it, oh. Wow.
But if we found...
They still had food in that, and it was nasty. That was like a hundreds-of-year-old food. It was nasty.
Okay. But usually, when you find...
You'd think they'd condemn it by now, but they didn't really condemn it.
If you find that little shack, like the chicken coop that I found, that would tell you there was black mouse. Okay, upstairs must have been the attic must have been the signs, all the signs for it, and the basement is usually where they do the sacrifice. That's when they sacrifice a person.
I didn't see a basement door because it was too black.
I guess not.
It was too black, and I was kissing the ground.
You're. Well, I didn't tell you in there to kiss the house,
Yeah, well, it's not my fault. I tripped over whatever the frig I tripped over. Pete's sake, go in there with a tiny little freaking candle and try to freaking motivate myself around this junk that was there. God damn it. And I think there was a couch there.
You think?
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't you know
I
that?
sat on something comfy.
Well, somebody wasn't a body?
I didn't really look, nor did I touch. I just sat. Because my leg was killing me.
Oh.
I hope, see? I still got the freaking mark too, okay?
Well, that's what you get for not working on...
It was bigger than what it is now, but So I sat down. Then I was listening to see if there were still this crap, but I didn't hear anything. And then when I was leaving, I guess they were all excited I was leaving because that's when everything started back up again. Well,
I don't know. I didn't have any of those problems outside, you know, and walk went around pretty smooth. I didn't fall down
yeah, out in
anywhere.
the fucking open. Yeah, you ain't gonna trip over shit.
I didn't. Actually, it was pretty good.
With the freaking big flashlight too in the arm. Oh, that's fucking great. Next time I'll bring it, buy my own.
Yes, which you're supposed to do. Usually, you were supposed to have all our equipment.
Then I didn't think you were taking off, did I?
Well, yeah, but somebody had to check the outside. A lot of evidence are outside, you know. It gives you a good idea of what.
I mean, the door was broken.
It gives you a good idea of what went on in the
Unless I
house.
broke it when I was coming out pulling on it, but the door was broken.
Okay.
And the door was broken a bit, like was off the hinge a bit, like someone was trying to pull the door open, but it was stuck. So. But it was stuck because it came off the hinges a bit on the top.
Okay.
I thought I broke it for a second there, but I don't think so. It looked like it was old. I was like, holy shit, I got strong muscles to pull that shit off.
All right.
But I don't think so. I think it was already broken.
Oh, well, could have been.
I sat in the rocking chair that he was sitting in.
Ben, did you feel anything?
No,
No.
I didn't feel anything.
Not no spirit catching on to you or...
No,
you know.
because if he didn't die in the house, the spirit don't sit there, so they go somewhere else, wherever they die.
I don't know. Well, yeah, depending.
So yeah.
Because that was his home. It is the... Whatever you sat on could have been that.
I don't know, I didn't check. I was too busy trying to get my leg back together.
Well, you're supposed to check what you're sitting on.
I didn't check.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sat in the his rocking chair. I guess where they did put it was his rocking chair. They never moved the rocking chair. And well, I didn't feel anything. He was very fat, though, but I didn't feel anything. It's
Okay.
very mean to say it, but it was because I was like, I'm just too skinny to sit in that chair.
Maybe.
Because I was like this in the chair. The chair was bigger than my butt. So
Yeah,
I was like,
I guess back in the old days, I seen a couple of chairs that were made back in the old days, and they were made bigger so they could sit the grandchildren with them.
yeah, well, I was too small to sit in that chair.
Well,
I was drowning on that
you could
chair.
have probably sat on his knees, and you would have rocked you to sleep. Let's go.
You could have been still sitting there in a spirit, and I don't even know, but I don't care because I was too busy.
Too busy.
My leg. I'm still focusing on my leg. I was focused on the case too, but I still focused on my leg.
Okay, so we're gonna have to take another trip down there, and we're gonna have to check the attic and the basement because that's usually where sacrifice happens. Usually in the basement.
She's gonna go next time.
And you're gonna go in the attic.
I'm gonna watch her chip her fucking ass now.
I'm gonna come with a fashion. Trust me, I'll help you.
Should be the one.
Yeah, you'll be the one checking up the attic. The signs are usually in the attic.
Ah, well, I did hear some scratching in the attic, but I think there was a squirrel.
Well, I guess you'll be able to find out.
I think it was a squirrel. But yeah.
Well, like I said, you'll be able to find out because you have the attic. And I'll take the basement.
Well, an attic is an attic. I mean, you can have some fun in the attic. Maybe there's a nice... Maybe you can get rich. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Or you can meet up with stuff that you don't want to meet up with.
Well, I get to have some more fun, like I did in the other one. Ooh, what's this?
So, we'll be back on maybe tomorrow with the next mystery hour. And we'll have an update on the attic and the basement. Yeah. Bye for tonight.